In the last couple months, there's been a ton of speculation that the stock market may crash in 2026. And if it does, I'm going to show you the 5 things that you can do to become filthy rich. So we must start by understanding the core concept. Why do crashes even make you rich in the first place? If you're in your 20s or 30s especially, you are in the accumulation phase with your investment portfolio. You're not trying to preserve your money, especially if you don't have much gains in the first place. You should be buying as many assets as possible, period. This is not firm financial advice, all right? I'm not saying anything along those lines, but there's nothing to protect. You don't have any wealth to preserve right now, and even technically, I don't. And I'm barely even scratching the surface on what I've got. So I think about it this way. Right now, I'm in my 20s, and I've got 30 to 40 years of earning potential ahead of me. So why would I want assets to be expensive right now? You're not cashing out anytime soon. I mean, it looks sexy on the phone. Like, I've been guilty of this where it looks so cool to be so high in the green on your stock portfolio. But in reality, you want everything to be on sale as often as possible. You want to stack as much as possible every single month, whether you're into Bitcoin, stocks, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Any type of asset. The rich and the wealthy guys that I know, they buy when everyone else is selling. They sell when everyone else is buying. That's not some of you, That's literally how wealth transfer happens. And a lot of you guys get overtaken by fear or greed. And when the markets start to drop, you start to sell. Not ideal. That is the time you buy. So every time the stock market drops, either by 1%, 10%, whenever it drops, there are people out there who are just overtaken completely by emotion and greed. And the people who are actually patient, who invest the boring way and buy when the stocks go down, those are the people who end up with the most money when they retire. So again, I want to reinforce this. Your job in your 20s and 30s is just to accumulate. Get as much money as humanly possible invested into the stock market. The more that you can make during your 20s and 30s, the wealthier you'll be, even in 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years is enough to double or even quadruple your investment portfolio. So you don't want to be sitting there thinking when you're 40 or 50, man, why didn't I invest more? I promise you this. So one strategy is very simple. This is called DCA, or dollar cost averaging. Now, I'm a big believer in lump summing, but I love having cash on the sidelines for this moment. If I put all of my money into Bitcoin when I got super interested in it, I would be down a crap ton of money right now, and I would probably be kicking myself in the gut. So I'm glad I didn't. I'm very glad that I had the cash on the sidelines in the first place to get aggressive when the market dropped. So I believe Bitcoin was really good at 100 grand, and now it's down to 80. So if I believed it was good at 100 grand, why would I not buy it right now at 80? It's on sale. It's on a 20% discount. And even if it drops to 70 or even 60,000, right? Even if the S&P was solid at 6,000 points, why wouldn't I buy it right now at 5,400 points or 56 or whatever? Don't stop being good at putting your money into the market just because it's down. This is the point to buy. It's definitely on a fire sale, and you can just start shoveling money in like crazy. So again, I'm in my 20s, and I don't care if the price drops today, if it goes up today, whatever it is. If it drops by 1%, I'm putting more and more money into this. I get so stupidly aggressive with how much money I'm just dumping into the market. And I mean, based off historical data, every single market crash has recovered and gone higher. Right? So when you're buying these stocks on sale and dollar cost averaging your money in, there is a very high chance that everything could blow in the up direction. Yeah. But everyone in 2008 and 2020, I mean, the dot-com bubble, the Black Monday, the big black swan event in 1987, every single one recovered. And the people who kept buying during those crashes, they are the ones who built the generational wealth. They could retire at any time they wanted and just stop. It's a small reminder, again, DCA and chill, dollar cost average and chill. Stop checking your portfolio every freaking minute and just chill. All right, that is strategy 1. All right, strategy 2, build a cash flow business. Now, this is where people mess up during the crash. This was also my problem in 2020. They see their investments down, they freeze, they stop taking action, which I'm very glad I didn't sell, but I'm very, very pissed that I didn't get more aggressive. And this is when you should be building the hardest. Market crashes expose something important. People tighten their spending. Businesses are struggling, but you need income, right? You need more income so you can keep buying the assets while they're cheap. So talking about stuff, what can you start in the next couple days? What can you start over the weekend? You could start creating content. I mean, you could literally start today with your phone. You could start flipping items on eBay. People are desperate to sell stuff during crashes, so you can buy very, very low and flip very, very high, whether this is furniture, video games, literally anything. My option, best one, is online service businesses. People still need their problems solved. People still need leads. People still need automations. People need landing pages, copywriting, whatever the hell you need to get offer to have real value. Sell the crap out of it. Use the fear and uncertainty as like fuel. Having this extra cash flow will help you so that if you get in a bind, if you get laid off from your job, whatever, you don't have to sell your market portfolio. Just leave it alone and don't touch it while it's down. All right, number 3, I like this one the most, but when the market is down, people are panicking, especially businesses. And although this sounds contrary, this is the time for you to ask for a raise. So while everyone's panicking, especially your job, they're going to be thinking, man, we don't want to go down. We want to keep this business alive, whatever it takes. So when you ask for a raise, everyone's going to be panicking, and your company needs steady people during uncertain times in order to stay afloat. So for your main job, go ahead. This is the time to ask for a raise. But again, be careful. If you just got a raise like a month ago, don't ask for one right now. But if you haven't gotten one for a while, this is the time. This could add so much more value to your full investment portfolio. It is insane. All right, strategy 4 now, stay liquid. This goes into a real estate video I made a couple weeks ago. But when things go south, a lot of people are caught in a very, very bad position financially. And so what you need to do is you need to build up an emergency fund. And a lot of the time, I recommend 12 to 24 months of emergency expenses. And the reason behind this is that, if you get laid off from your job, then this gives you enough leeway not only to find a new job, but let's say you are unemployed for 12 to 24 months. Usually a stock market fully recovers within this time, again, 12 to 24 months back to where it originally was before it crashed. And so by having this emergency fund and having this money liquid, this gives you the opportunity, if you need it, to be able to stay afloat while the market's down and while it's recovering. And again, a lot of people just keep this in a checking account, but I think the real smart move here is to get a high yield savings, park this money and just leave it, let it keep up with inflation, but it's there if you get yourself into a pickle. All right, 5th thing here. This isn't really as much of a tip as it is just general knowledge, but I want to reinforce your net worth in your 20s and 30s doesn't really matter. I know I talk a lot about that stuff, but dude, it doesn't matter. What matters is your trajectory. I'd rather be worth 100K and growing fast than 500K and being stagnant, right? So focus on the direction you're heading, not the number. And then again, separate your emotions from your money. Money is a tool. Do not let it control how you feel, especially in the markets. This is the biggest mistake to avoid. Do not panic sell. Don't lock in your losses and hate yourself later. Don't go into debt to invest. You need a cash cushion, okay? And again, it is more beneficial for you to have $100,000 being invested the boring way than to have, $1 million in real estate, but owing the bank $900,000. The person with $100K in the stock market is going to win every single day because they're not paying their debt, they're not paying interest, and they're not losing money to these stupid things in life. take advantage of the market, and especially if it crashes, dollar cost average the heck out of that thing and win with your money. Now, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. It's literally free to you guys, and you'll probably never even see this channel again. Like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.